Hey everyone, welcome back to Swink Marketing. Today we'll be talking about a simple strategy that you can use to help build awareness and maybe even increase sales. So, what am I talking about? Account based marketing, or ABM for short. If you want to boost your marketing efforts and retain or land those clients, stick around because this video is totally for you. It's really simple. Let's check it out. What is ABM? Account based marketing is a focused approach in marketing where your campaigns are customized to target specific companies or accounts. Unlike traditional marketing, which broadly targets anyone and everyone, it's all about concentrating on a few high target value rather than scattering efforts across the wide audience. Why should you consider using ABM? For starters, it's incredibly effective at increasing engagement and conversion rates within key accounts. Businesses using ABM report up to 70% higher conversion rates. It's not just about attracting any customer, it's about attracting the right customer. Plus, ABM, account based marketing, can significantly improve your ROI, streamline your marketing efforts, and align sales and marketing goals, which leads to better teamwork and less resource wastage. How ABM works. Let's break down the ABM process. First, we identify and select target accounts based on potential revenue, strategic value, or specific business needs. I say choose all three. This is where you do your market research and you look at your data analytics, and then those kick in. Next, you'll develop a tailor-made marketing strategy for each account or each account segment, like I spoke about a few seconds ago, each account segment. So I'm going to show you how to segment them. This could involve personalized emails, web content, targeted ads that speak directly to the needs and challenges of each account. So remember, we said I personally like to focus on account based marketing within the business, but some people, do it outside of the business. Once your strategy is set, it's time to set and execute your targeted plans. These should be multi-channels, leveraging email, social media, and direct mail, ensuring that your message meets your targets wherever they are. Okay? Now let's get into knowing your audience. Before we get into our main topic any deeper, let's go ahead and talk about knowing your audience. I cannot stress this enough to you guys. And if you listen to me before, it's very important for you guys to know your audience. So let's talk about what it means to truly know your audience and how that plays an important factor in your marketing, especially when doing account-based marketing. It's not just about demographics, age, gender, or location. It's about understanding interests, behaviors, needs, and pain points. This I cannot stress to you enough. Think about it. If you don't know who you're talking to, how can you create content that speaks directly to people? You have to be able to connect. So you have to be able to understand your audience, your clients, your future customers, etc. What need needs to be met and how can you serve them? Okay. So let's break it down. Let's get into it. Why is it important? Relevance. Tailored content feels personal and relevant. It increases the chance of engagement. So, say for example, if you're a candle company and you're posting candle content. Now, you don't want to sell on your social media, but that's a different video. So, say you have a candle company and you post the candle at a breakfast table with cereal and toys and just all this stuff on the table that doesn't necessarily sell a vision or make a person feel like, okay, I want this candle, I can see myself handling that candle, versus if you shoot a commercial and it's breakfast time, it's your day off, and you're in a robe and you sit down and you're enjoying your great bowl of cereal, having that candle lit. It sends a different message. It conveys that you understand that sometimes people need to just decompress. So, relevance is really important. Efficiency. Knowing your audience helps you allocate resources more effectively, targeting those who are most likely to convert. So, efficiency, not just in communication, but in customer service, but in operations. All of those things matter. Customer loyalty. When customers feel understood, they're more likely to trust your brand and remain loyal to your brand. So I know you guys kind of wonder, like, how does this business be in business for 50 years, 30 years? Well, they're dedicated to their customers. They care about their customers. Like when you look at businesses like that, they tend to be the ones that are really giving back to the community. They keep the customers' favorites. They keep the price the way that it needs to be so that the customers can afford it. It's not about them, it's about the customer. And it's about the customer or consumer. Same thing. And that's what it should be about. Good business is it being about the customer. Great marketing just doesn't inform, it connects. People want to connect now more than ever. I say for the next 5 to 10 years, it's about the consumer. The consumer, consumer, consumer. How can we help them? How can we make things more easier for them? When your audience sees that you don't understand them, they're more likely not to pay attention or engage with your content versus when you do, they are. So I know you're probably asking yourself, well, how can I get all of this information? You do your research. You can use surveys, there's white papers, there's reports, there's different things that you can do to help you identify your audience. You know, one of my best advices, and we're going to get into it here in a few seconds, is creating the customer persona, your customer avatar, so that you have a good idea of who you are talking to and who you are serving. Key elements involving creating one of your consumer personas is the demographics, right? You have your demographics, psychographics, behavior information, goals and motivations, and content preferences. All of these have like certain aspects you need to look for in order to create your consumer persona. So, for example, demographics. Well, in demographics, what age is your customer? What gender is your customer? What location is your customer? What occupation is your customer? What is your customer's income level? All of these different things can tell you a lot about a person or a potential customer. Psychographics, interests and hobbies, values and beliefs, lifestyle choices. All of these will give you kind of an idea, okay, what type of ad should I create or where should I place my product and or service to reach my customer? You want to make sure that your potential customer or a potential client feels like they're directly connected to you and you have what they're looking for. You're serving their need. But you also want to make sure that you do have a good product or service. Don't just get out here and market a crappy product or service. That's not cool. We don't support that over here. So at the end of the day, make sure you do your research so that you can create your consumer persona and then you can move on from there. So here's a better view of the consumer persona. You guys can take a screenshot, but I'll have these slides down below so that you guys can, print them out and use them as a reference point when you are creating your account-based marketing strategy. Let's get into an example, a deeper example. So this is what you would kind of use as an outline when you're going into creating your different strategies for your accounts or customers or potential customers or clients. So these are what they would call high value customers or high value clients. This is the layout or type of strategies that you would use to help better serve them. So, for example, there's an email marketing strategy right here. You would send a personalized, high valued content that showcases premium solutions. And you guys kind of get it. That's like more of your high ticket type services or products. Your pricing strategy. This I break down the premium pricing with the bundles, but it kind of tell them what they're going to be getting in that premium pricing strategy. And again, this is only for this segment of potential clients or customers or current clients or customers. Then you would have something called a deal strategy. You would take a time out to create a deal strategy. So you would customize deals that align with the business strategic outcome. So what is it that they're trying to do and how are you trying to help them? And then the no goes. So this is when a person says absolutely no, but you know that they could really use your help with something that's pretty big So then you would tailor that strategy to that. Okay. Here's an example of your medium customers. Pretty much the same thing. And again, these slides will be down below for you guys. So you can kind of reference point them yourselves when you guys are doing your own marketing strategy. Here are your low customers. I don't like to say low value because everybody has value, but you know, the marketing term. And so pretty much the same thing. So, and even in this one, they even suggest cross-selling. Um, if you go and I'm gonna put down below a good marketing book for you guys to take a look at. And this is one of the main ways to do it. I'm telling you the truth. We've used cross-selling over here at Swink Marketing for over 5 years, and it really does work and it helps people. So here's an example of one of those emails that I wanted to tell you. Okay. You take a look right here. It says, "Dear recipient, we hope this message finds you well." You put your company name in here. "We are continually striving to bring you more value to our esteemed partners, exclusive insights just for you." And then you would give exclusive insights. You would give them their deal. You would do a webinar or maybe even a one-on-one call that you would do once a week or something like that to help you connect even more with those potential customers or clients or current customers and clients to help build a stronger relationship. And here's an example of a low email. And then you would just do all your plugins. And again, these templates and things are going to be down below for you. So you're feel free to copy and adjust according to what you need it to be. And we will be here to help you. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and we will help you. We'll answer as soon as we can. And these are some pricing strategies examples right here. So for high segment, premium pricing bundle, we will offer a comprehensive package that includes multiple high value products and services at a premium price. For instance, bundle your top tier software solution for exclusive support and consultant services for a fixed annual fee. So we used an example of this software company that we recently worked with, and we did that for them, and it worked out extremely well. And we often do that ourselves. Me personally, I love to do the package thing because it just helps people. It just helps people, gets more done, and then that business owner can really focus on what's important, and that's being there for the customers and operations and creating a good and high quality product. Here are some pricing strategy examples. So here's a deal offer right here that we guys created for you. So this is what you would do. It's a complete business bundle, your all-in-one solutions. And so what you would do is you would offer or combine your core product into additional services. So for us, our core products are strategy. So we would do core product strategy, maybe a couple of landing pages, and maybe an ad campaign or something like that. And so if you have a candle company, a pest control company, a security company, any company, kind of look at what you have. What can you bundle and things of that nature? And then based off of, your consumer persona, of course, this is how you come up with that deal that will really work for your customers or potential customers. Here's another example that we have for the deal strategy. Again, you can adjust them the way you need to adjust them, and we can go from there. And again, if you guys have any type of questions, comments, or concerns, don't feel, don't, I'm sorry, don't be fearful of reaching out. At the end of the day, success starts with a step. Okay. In today's step, you learned about account-based marketing and you know how you can now apply it to your own business. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to just drop them in the comments or shoot me an email or reach out to us on our website at www.swinkmarketing.com, or you can follow us on social media at Swink Marketing. You guys have a wonderful day. I hope that your businesses continue to be successful and you go out there and you be great.